guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you're new, please like, subscribe and comment. And if you're not new, welcome back family, and welcome back family. I hope you guys are good, I hope you guys are happy, I hope you guys are popping, and most especially I hope you guys are healthy. And today's video is different. I've been doing vlogs, I've been going out, you've been seeing me at school, at the malls, and so on and so on. But today I decided to do a sit down video. Let it be a different scenario. Let me sit down, let's talk, man. Let's talk. Let me give you guys my opinion based on the topic that I'm going to talk about today. And yeah, without wasting any time, let's get into this. So guys, firstly, I want to say our channel is growing. Literally, our channel is growing, guys, and I don't know how to feel this past few weeks. The growth has been amazing, and it's all thanks to you guys. And if you're watching this and still haven't subscribed, please do so that you don't miss greatness. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. Channel is growing, and I'm so grateful for that. I am very much grateful. And yeah, let's keep on growing, guys. And for those who are new, who just subscribed, because I know there are new members in the family. My name is Letabo and my surname is Sibeko. And yeah, this is me. Let me not talk too much because when I talk. But yeah, let's get straight to the topic. So today I'm going to talk about how to prepare for June exams. You know, June exams preparation, how to get distinction, how to get A's, how to pass, and so on. And right now I'm in the middle of writing exams, which is so hectic because my group from 2018 up until last year, it was a group where we were writing exams online, and obviously writing exams online is easier than writing content. But guess who's writing content? Wow, content, guys, I'm used to YouTube. Oh my gosh, content creation. Oh, sorry, contact. Yeah, not content. Contact. Oh, shit, being a YouTuber. Yeah, we were used to doing things online, writing exams online, which made life easier. I was not copying, but it's easier to write online, you know. But writing contact, yeah, it's hectic. It's hectic because wow, you need to study. I'm not saying when you're writing online you're not studying whatsoever, but yeah, no, you need to study when you're going to write at campus. You need to study. So yeah, I'm in the process of writing, and so far it's okay. There are times where I was just so overwhelmed. Yo guys, I've never felt that way, because remember the last time I sat down in a class writing exams was at high school, and now this was the first time me sitting down, so it was just hectic. Yo, but it was so overwhelming because I felt like now I had to study literally everything. I'm not getting guys. But yeah, let's get into tips on how to study your examinations, June examinations. And yeah, first tip that I would advise, remember, disclaimer, this is my advice, not that I got it from a professional, this is my advice and what works for me. The first tip I'm going to talk about is go through your exam structure or exam scope. So each and every lecture, they give you an exam scope. There's a difference between exam scope, if not mistaken, and no, not exam scope. There's a difference between an exam structure and a scope. A scope is where somebody tells you, okay, this is what's gonna be in an exam. Focus on this, and this, and so on. But with an exam structure, they're giving you an idea. Go study chapter 5. But out of that chapter 5, only one topic will come out. That's an exam structure. But with the exam scope, they give you what's gonna they tell you, go to chapter 1, under chapter 1, go to this topic. So that's the difference. So as a university student, they're giving you an exam structure, and then when they're giving you an exam structure, you need to study the whole chapters. If they're gonna tell you study chapter 1 to chapter 10, you're gonna study chapter 1 up to chapter 10. Only to find out only 3 things will appear. So it's very, very hectic, but it's also a clue now what to focus on. Let's say if you have 10 chapters that you did first semester, or if you're at high school, maybe you did chapter 1 to 5. an exam structure, like it's easier because they will tell you focus on chapter 1, 5, 7, 9. So it's also helpful, but it's not helpful in a way. So that's the first tip. Go through that. Go through the scope. Go through the exam structure, like scalp it, man. Look, what's going on? Okay, the lecturer gave me this, the teacher gave me this. Let me see, let me go through this. The second tip I'm gonna talk about is go through the work, the revision that's been happening at class or your lecture halls at campus. Yeah, so go through your revision. Obviously, when your lecturer or teacher teaches you, they tell you, yo guys, especially at university, they tell you focus on this, highlight that. So if you're not paying attention to that, then obviously, it's gonna be hard for you to study because now it will require you to study literally everything. But if you were attending classes, if you were, then obviously during class, the lecturer or the teacher tells you, focus on this, highlight this, do not forget this, this is important. Such things really help greatly. Because remember, the lecturer, the teacher is setting the paper. Ne? Except for grade 12, so not so ever. The lecturer or teacher sets the paper, and if they tell you that focus on this, and B, they know what they're talking about. Do not debate on that. Do not argue with them on that. And yeah, go through your revisions, go through the NBs, go through the highlights, because that's a clunyana. And by you going through that, you having an understanding of, okay, this is what's going on with this module or subject. This is the understanding that I'm receiving from it, and so on. So when you're done scalping the notes, the revision, notes and everything, now the next tip is that read and study with understanding and not cramming. It's very easy to cram, guys. It's very easy to cram, hey? You cram, man. You know this, you know this. Some cramming for some people, I don't want to lie, cramming for some people does work. And for some people, it does not work. Like, if you know that cramming is not for you, do not even attempt. And I'm not even saying even if it's for you, you should attempt it, but I use it as an advantage, but no. Yeah, so cramming sometimes it could be tricky because you can know something now the night before your exam paper. Then when you arrive at the exam venue and you start writing, everything you've crammed now is just too much. You know, your brain is so overwhelmed that you've crammed a lot and now you're confused. So I would advise you to study and read with understanding and not cramming, because when you understand something, it's easier for you to remember something. For example, psychology, right? One of the modules that I do is psychology. So if I cram psychology, it's gonna be something cramming psychology is not easy. You just need to understand psychology in order for you to know what you're gonna write about. For example, what are we learning? What were we learning in psychology? Hey, what are we learning, guys? And I'm writing and I forgot. No, guys, wait. So we learn such things with psychology. I remember, guys, Kuhlbeck's theory, moral decisions, and so on. So if I'm gonna cram those 6 stages of Kuhlbeck's theory, it's not gonna work out for me, because it might happen when I get to the exam room, I'll forget them because there's just a lot. That's not the only thing I was supposed to study. But if I go through the 6 stages with understanding of, okay, on this theory, this is what's happening. This theory is focused on this and this and this. Then I'll have an understanding and, put my general knowledge with their points, combine it, and it makes sense. So yeah, always study with understanding, guys. I advise you that. Always study with understanding. Cramming works for me sometimes, but it does, but sometimes. So study with understanding and do not cram. I do not advise that at all. Because I was gonna understand if you're only cramming 1 chapter, but now you're cramming 10 chapters, it's not gonna make sense. So study with understanding, please. So the next advice I'm gonna talk about is be a best friend to this advice. Well, what if you and this advice that I'm about to talk to become best friends? You have passed. You have passed. I don't wanna lie. Go find past papers. A lecture. Let me tell you a lecture's brain mind and teacher's brain mind. A lecture, lectures are sometimes lazy to set something different when it comes to a paper. Ne? So obviously when you go through past papers, 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22 papers, somewhere, somehow, the things that were written in the past, they will appear the exam paper that you're going to write. So using past papers really helps a lot. For example, I can they give you the scope or the exam structure, right? Let's say the exam structure, I'm still going to talk about the Kuhlberg theory and decision making. That's part of the exam structure. And when I go to the past papers, okay, I find Roman. Okay, the exam past papers, they do have questions based on Kuhlberg's theory and decision making. So obviously I'm going to focus and check the kind of questions they ask about that 6 stages of Kuhlberg's theory, and that's how it works. If you're going to talk about, if for example, if they're going to ask you a question, name illness, yeah, name all the illness that you know, right? Yeah, yeah, I don't know if I make sense. Name all the illness that you know. And when you go to the past papers, you find questions based on that topic, illnesses that you know. Obviously, you know how they ask this question. A lecturer and a teacher are lazy to set up a whole different question based on that topic. Questions about illnesses that you're supposed to know, it will be the same. I don't know if you guys get me. So be best friends with past exam papers because they truly and really help, because you also get to know how the lecturer sets the paper. What if the lecturer has been teaching for 10 years? So now you're going to go through all past papers for 3 years. Don't get 10 the last 10 years past papers. Get the recent past papers. See how the lecture is setting. You compare. If the papers are similar, it's most likely the paper that you're going to write is going to be similar with past papers. So let a past paper be your best friend. Literally, let it be your best friend because you will never go wrong. I use that method all the time. When I have to study and I feel like the chapters are too much for me, which I'm not neglecting, but sometimes chapters become too much to study all at once. I go to my past papers, I check, okay, fine. This is the exam scope they told me about. This is the exam structure they told me about. And that exam structure and scope, this is how the questions were asked in past papers. That gives me an idea how the lecture might set the paper. So yeah, get past papers and be best friends with them. So normally at university, I don't know with high school, but yeah, I think they do these days. Because the last time, the year where I was in high school, guys, there were no extra classes. Like for me, there were no extra classes. Like it would be after school would be at 2 and we'd all go. Even when I was in matric, like you study on your own, you just go to school because you have to go to school because you have to go to school Monday to Friday. Those days, matrics and people at school, they attend extra classes up until Sunday, Saturday. During the week they knock out at 2 and they have extra classes after 2, they knock out at 5. So with me, I didn't have any of that. But I'm talking on based on what's happening now when I'm at university. Normally when it's a period of exam, right? Each and every university under each and under each and every faculty, there's a mentor. So if you're doing a Bachelor of Arts, there are mentors assigned under Bachelor of Arts. If you're doing maybe Bachelor of Law, there are mentors under Bachelor of Law. So each and every course have mentors. So yeah, take advantage of that. If you have questions to ask, if you don't understand anything, I don't know, now the lecture is done teaching. You no longer have classes, now it's the study period. Take advantage of those mentors. Get their numbers, ask them questions. I don't understand this. Please explain this for me. Those are such things mentors are assigned for, to help students where they don't understand. Sometimes with based on what's been happening since I'm in the exam season, I'm also writing. Tutors and mentors would always organize what do they call them, team or Zoom classes where we all go in, they share the link, we go in and they explain and summarize the whole chapters that you were given to study. So take advantage of that. If a tutor or mentor tells you that, you know what, child, there's a link, out of my own time, I am doing this class to teach you to do revision and whatsoever. Take advantage of that. Take advantage of asking them questions, because it does help. Imagine having to do everything and you don't understand. Sometimes really you can study but you don't understand what you're studying. So when there's somebody who has knowledge on what you're studying and comes and offers to assist you, take advantage of that. Even if it means that person is doing a class at 12 a.m., take advantage of that and join that class. It really helped for me. Yeah, it really helped. It really helped a lot, because there's this other paper I wrote, man. Let's not go there. But yeah, having those classes really helped me to have understanding in certain chapters that I didn't understand, because wow, that lecture. But it's fine. Take advantage of mentors and tutors, because you will need them greatly when you're writing exams. And even when you're at high school, let me accommodate that too. Since there are no mentors or tutors, take advantage of your teachers. Obviously, at high school, I know for not matrics, but mostly matrics, they have a 1 week study break. But if you're not a metric and whatsoever, take advantage of going to your teacher, ask them what's going on. I don't understand. Hey, Mara, some teachers wanna, yeah, when you're not listening in class but do not care about that, ask that. Take advantage. Take advantage of friends, people you know who know certain topics and you don't understand. Take advantage of them. Go to them and be like, yo, hi, I really don't understand this, and can you please help me? Do not have pride, don't have ego, because it won't take you anywhere when you about to write exams. So yeah, this one is also important. Okay, obviously all of them are important, but I feel like this one contributes too much, because it contributes too much. Break down your study times. Guys, it does not help to sit on the chair for 10 hours studying. It does not help. Trust me, it does not help. Sitting down, let me take this one. Sitting down like literally for 10 hours. And I'm like, okay, let's see. Stratification, division, formulas. It's not gonna help with anything. Break down your study times. If you feel like you need to study maybe 6 hours a day or 4 hours a day, break it down. Do not study 4 hours all at once, guys. Do not. Break it down. In the morning, I'm studying 2 hours. In the afternoon, I'm studying 2 hours, and at night, I'm studying 2 hours. A person studying 8 hours or 10 hours sitting down with no break, I don't know how you do it. Maybe it's possible for you, but I don't think it's really possible. So make sure that you have a schedule, a study timetable where you break down those times to study. Because you need a break, guys. That's the other point I'm going to talk about. Do not exhaust your mind. Do not exhaust yourself, because you're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel overwhelmed. And when you're about to write exams, you don't put in a don't put yourself in a position where you are overwhelmed, because it's so wrong. By all means, you don't want that. You want to find yourself relaxed. You want to find yourself most comfortable when you're about to write exams. So do not overwhelm yourself. Do not stress yourself. Break down your study time. Relax. Even if it means taking a nap for 2 hours, relax. If it means to settle your brain by going out, talking to people, do that. Studying does not mean you should be an alien now. You should always be on your books. Whatsoever. Go talk to people if you have to, just to calm down your brain, just to relax, to also allow yourself to remember the things that you've studied. Because if you're gonna study wire, guys, for me, speaking on my behalf, I will forget. I literally will forget. So you must remember, studying is not always about being an alien and always being on your book 24/7. It's also about, okay, I'm studying now, my brain is so overwhelmed, let me relax, sleeping, or let me go, since I stay in a student accommodation, let me go socialize with other people, I'm not saying go party. Don't do that. I'm not saying go party, but like socializing, talking. Yeah, okay, fine. How was your day? I'm going to cook this, such things. So do not overwhelm yourself. That's the point. Do not overwhelm yourself. Relax. Always be relaxed, guys. Always be relaxed. So yeah, and yeah, guys, that's all that works out for me. Those are the study tips that really work out for me when I'm writing exams. And yeah, I'll end off the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any other questions, engage with me by the comment section. I do not ignore, I do comment any question that you have. I am here, ask me and I will answer. And yeah, I'm not saying this will work for you. I'm not saying this is from a professional person, but this is what works for me personally. And who knows, maybe it might work for you. Maybe you're at the point where you're just struggling and overwhelmed to be okay. And do not forget to pray. Do not forget to pray, guys. Hey, prayer, prayer, the power of prayer, powerful, a powerful tool. Do not forget to pray. That's one thing that I do. When you're studying, pray, ask the Lord, you know what? Make me remember, like declare, make me remember what I'm about to study. Even when you go into the exam room, you don't know what's going on. People are evil. People bring spirits where they're like, I want everybody to forget. When you also get to an exam room, normalize praying, guys. Normalize or declaring that when I go to the exam room, I shall not forget what I've studied. I shall remember everything that I've studied, everything that is written on that exam paper. I shall remember, and declare and tell yourself that you have passed that paper. Do not say, no, I will pass this paper. Declare and talk like a person who already wrote and passed that paper. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Before I start preaching, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. If you still haven't if you still haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Because I mean, by now you should have subscribed. But yeah, guys, I love you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.